Altamaha. UFOs. The Doll's Head Trail. May Haley Lancaster. The Georgia Guidestones. Fort Mountain. Bigfoot. Georgia. Wondrous and strange. Since before recorded history, inhabitants of Georgia have left their mark on the land in many mysterious ways. During the mid-'80s, Gwinnett was among the fastest-growing counties in the nation. In 1989, the Gwinnett County Convention and Visitors Bureau hired an archaeologist to survey some land prior to development. He made an interesting discovery, approximately 200 stone mounds along a ridgeline. Although disturbed over time by looters and loggers, the mounds or cairns had survived relatively intact for 2,000 years. They are constructed of flat, triangular rocks neatly stacked 3 to 4 feet high. It is believed by most scholars that cairns mark land that is sacred to Native Americans, most probably burial sites. The land developers hired their own specialist who claimed that the stones were simply piles of rocks gathered by American farmers while clearing their fields for plowing. They also proposed that the stones could have been stockpiled for later use in construction. This seems unlikely due to the number of mounds and their location. They're also easily broken by force, so the stones would not be suitable for construction. Controversy ensued. Locals and Native Americans wished to preserve the area from developers. After several legal battles, many of the mounds were destroyed. However, in 1998, the Trust for Public Land acquired over 100 acres. Today, many of the cairns can be seen along the Ravine Loop Trail at Tribble Mill Park. About 2 hours northeast of Atlanta, on the edge of the Nantahala National Forest, lies Fort Mountain. Fort Mountain State Park is home to a prehistoric stone wall that stretches over 850 feet around the crest of the mountain. Although there are many theories, its true origin is lost to time. The wall zigzags across the mountain's northern face. It's 12 feet thick at the base, but only 2 to 3 feet high. It's believed by some experts that it was once 7 feet high or topped by a wooden palisade. The wall is composed solely of granite, from small rocks to huge stones that would have required great effort to move into place. The mountain's own natural boulders, which erupt from the surface, were incorporated into the wall. Various theories of the wall's origin. Perhaps Hernando de Soto constructed the wall as protection from Native Americans during his search for gold. This is unlikely because he was only in the area for a short period of time. Perhaps it was a fortification built by other various explorers, including Phoenicians and Vikings. However, the most popular theory comes from a book written in 1900 by James A. Mooney titled Myths of the Cherokee. A Cherokee legend tells of a savage war with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Caucasian race dubbed the Moon-Eyed People. These were possibly descendants of ancient European explorers. There is no archaeological evidence to support any of these theories. It has long been assumed that the purpose of the wall was defense, but more recent theories suggest that the wall could have had religious importance, denoting a sacred site. The wall itself could have been used as a stone calendar, similar to Stonehenge, marking solstices and other astronomical events aligned with the stars. No, it's not just a big pile of rocks. Georgia does have its own version of Stonehenge, although it's of a much more recent construction. The granite slabs are 16 feet tall and weigh more than 20 tons each. The capstone weighs 25,000 pounds. Its construction required special tools, heavy equipment, and consultants, including an astronomer. It functions as a compass, clock, and calendar. The primary function of the Guidestones is to provide direction for rebuilding civilization after the apocalypse. The Georgia Guidestones have been the subject of controversy and conspiracy since their installation in 1980. Engraved on the mammoth slabs are 10 dictates in 8 languages: English, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, Hindu, and Swahili. On the capstone is this statement: "Let these be guidestones to an age of reason." It's engraved in Egyptian hieroglyphics, Classical Greek, Sanskrit, and Babylonian cuneiform. The first guide states, "Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature." Right now, the world population is 7.8 billion. The second guide states, "Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity." The remaining guides are common New Age rhetoric. It's easy to understand how these statements incited controversy, more so given the fact that the monument was commissioned and financed by a mysterious individual who represented a small group of concerned Americans. He used the alias Robert C. Christian. Over the years, conspiracy theorists and investigators of all types have had a field day interpreting its message and pontificating on its true origin and purpose. Thanks to a strong online presence, the Guidestones receive a steady stream of visitors of all types at all hours, and the stones themselves face the horizon, patiently awaiting the apocalyptic event. What? He says he's tired of big rocks. Well, I think the next video you're going to like a lot. Pediophobia is the fear of dolls. Are you pediophobic? I wouldn't have thought so. The Doll's Head Trail is located in Constitution Lake Park in DeKalb County. The park was constructed on the site of a former red brick factory. Over time, the red clay quarries were filled with rainwater and drainage, creating a series of small lakes. In 2011, Joel Slayton, a local carpenter, began making art installations along a short trail through the woods. His materials: junk, discarded toys, and yes, dolls. They had accumulated in the park over the years. Others have added their own artwork to the trail, abiding by one caveat: no outside materials, including doll heads, are allowed. The trail quickly earned an online reputation as one of the creepiest trails in the U.S., a perfect place to test your own fear of dolls. So what did you think of the Doll's Head Trail? He says he wished there'd been more doll heads.